own request. He gave us permission to record the procedure. Many researchers and practicing psychiatrists attest to the effectiveness of electroshock therapy for the most severely depressed patients. The electric shock lasts a few seconds. There's no damage to the memory, say scientists. This patient may even be able to live a normal life in the foreseeable future. But the KVPM's campaign spreads fear among patients.
It's a strategy of attrition. I think it's even called that in Scientology papers. Everything is planned out like a war, like how to handle the enemy, psychiatry and its representatives. It's a war of attrition, and you need pretty strong nerves to get through it.
Why do Scientologists paint such a dark picture of psychiatry? Government agents say it's because Scientology wants to dominate the health system with their own techniques, especially what they call auditing. Scientologists believe auditing is the path to salvation.
You are beginning an adventure. Treat it as an adventure, and you may never be the same again.
We negotiated with Sabina Weber for weeks to get permission to shoot an auditing. What does this method hope to achieve? How does it change people? Why do they keep getting audited for years? Ultimately, our request was turned down, but we were allowed to talk with an auditor. Helene Stender has been a Scientologist for over 20 years. She explains, as we're taped conducting the interview, that auditing is the path to salvation.
Auditing is a special kind of conversation. The auditor asks the person a question. The person searches his or her inner being and finds an event that suits the question and answers the question. That's how one can come to spiritual redemption. One recognizes things about one's life. It continues until the recognition is there and the person is happy.
Essential equipment for auditing is the E-meter. Electrodes held in the hands measure changes in physical responses, which Scientologists interpret as degrees of internal resistance. The E-meter cannot be lied to. We tested it ourselves and got the impression that auditing is based on the power of suggestion on the part of the auditor.
Just think about people or situations in your life. Look here, that's stress. What were you thinking about?
I hadn't decided yet.
Okay.
You asked me to think about people or situations. That was a choice.
Okay, I'll ask the question again. Think about people or situations in your life. There, what did you think about?
My exam party.
Good. Was that stressful?
No.
Now the indicator we're getting is excellent. It's good to have that. The needle's floating, and that tells us you had a very nice exam party.
The indicator can be influenced by how tightly the electrodes are held. It seems the E-meter can be interpreted however the auditor wants. In an auditing, the participant relives negative experiences supposedly caused by personal weaknesses. Some expert observers consider auditing dangerous, especially for people who are emotionally unstable. A court psychiatrist, Norbert Nedopil, conducted a study of Scientology's psychological techniques.
They ask questions until they have the answer they're looking for.
In this process, which often takes years, people reveal their innermost selves. Scientology dropouts say it's the perfect way to find out intimate secrets. All the answers are filed away. Government agents tell us the information revealed in auditings has been used to pressure critics and dropouts, and the ones who leave the organization battle the consequences for years.
When you go off this narrow path, you enter nothingness. You have no orientation, and of course you're assailed by doubts about whether you've done the right thing. That can lead to long-term insecurity.
Along with these techniques, an apparent openness that quickly turns to secrecy, a manipulative approach to acquiring new members, and psychological methods that create more dependence than freedom, Scientology makes money to expand its global network continually.